It smells so good in here. This budae-jjigae is really good. Budae-jjigae. If you asked me 8 years ago if I would like a hot dog and spam stew, I would have said you're crazy. But now, this insane concoction of ingenuity, born from hardship and means of survival, has become one of the most delicious meals in my life. Now, budae-jjigae comes in two styles. You got Songtan style, which is based on a meat broth and has almost no veggies. Famously started near the US Army base in Pyeongtaek. And then there's Uijeongbu style, using a meyolchi broth and more vegetable variety. And if you know the history, budae-jjigae began as an illegal means of survival when US Army rations were smuggled off base. Though maybe, just maybe, there's another origin of this dish from 동두천, a city a little bit north of Uijeongbu with a large US Army base, and no shortage of very old, traditional budae-jjigae restaurants. We hit up two of these places, but this one, Uijeongbu, the one tucked right next to the US Army base. My God, I've never tasted anything quite like this one. We actually haven't had budae-jjigae in Uijeongbu, have we?
We're not.
I know, but I'm just saying, like most people would say, Pyeongtaek and Uijeongbu are the two places that get budae-jjigae. But we are near 동두천. Some people say this is one of the origin places of budae-jjigae because it's actually right next to old US Army base. I don't know how to explain it, but this reminds me of, you know how when we went and got chuncheon dakgalbi and we were like, this chuncheon dakgalbi place tastes like the original chuncheon dakgalbi spice? I feel like it's the same with this. It's like people took this one and modified it. It's more pure. Oh man. This budae-jjigae is really good. So in Dongducheon there's like two OG budae-jjigae places. This one is closer to the US Army base, and I also heard it's more of a local place. Not quite as like famous. This is so fantastic. It's like so good. Everything bad to make a beautiful soup, but you know what I think is the biggest difference between this and what we order in Daejeon? I can tell that all of the ham and spam and hot dogs are American, not Korean remakes. Like, I think this is like OG US military ham, you know? Like, it tastes like an American hot dog, not a Korean remake of an American hot dog. Wow. It's so good. It's interesting that there's little bacon bits in there too. Some bacon in there. 이모님, 콜라 한 병 주세요. 감사합니다. 라면 사리. 예, 주세요. 예, 감사합니다. Here, let's put some more in our bowls before she gets ramen. Dude, look at how.
지금 넣어드려요?
Oh yeah, 감사합니다.
여기 육수 뒤에 있어요.
Ah, 좋아요. 감사합니다. So, we have yuksu beside us. We can just add some ramen whenever we're ready. But I need more. This is really freaking good. Wow, this is real budae-jjigae. Real original budae-jjigae. Uijeongbu style. Amazing. I don't know, man. As it boils down, the flavor of that gochugaru just concentrates. It's so good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah? A little bit more? Okay, 감사합니다. Ah, 감사합니다. She's taking care of us. I didn't add enough yuksu. Wow. Oh. Here's the thing about budae-jjigae. Everybody always just calls it army-based stew. And they say, oh yeah, this is what Koreans invented during the Korean War. But they don't really talk about the tragic history of it, which is that, you know, we're right beside a US military base, and this was invented basically as a way of survival after the Korean War, because people would sometimes steal or get leftover rations from the US military base. That's why there's all this ham and hot dogs and everything. And then, for a while, it was actually illegal, right? So people were cooking budae-jjigae in their home, just any ways to get calories. And this is kind of like the way that Koreans took these American rations, spiced it with the Korean ingredients, and they came up with budae-jjigae, which, if I'm being honest, it is the best way to eat spam I've ever experienced. Like, it's so good. And wow. So this restaurant we're at is one of the original budae-jjigae restaurants to open up using only 100% American ham. And our ramen's done now. It's time to get some ramen. Man. If you were to ask me 10 years ago, like, would you eat a soup consists of spam, hot dogs, some rice cake, and garlic and onions? Does it sound good to you? I would be like, no way, that sounds disgusting. And now I think for the rest of my life, I am going to crave this. I'm going to crave this. It's so good. Wow, yeah. Look at that. Wow, it's incredible. I don't know, to me it's just so amazing that out of something so tragic, some kind of new food could be invented. It's so delicious. We order ramen all the time in Daejeon. It's like one of the things we order the most, but honestly it just doesn't taste quite like this. Man, they give you a huge bowl of rice here too, which is kind of interesting. Big bowl of rice. is it? Why is it that Chuncheon 닭갈비 tastes better in Chuncheon, and Andong jimdak tastes better in Andong, and budae-jjigae tastes better around this area? Why can't people replicate it, you know? There's gonna be some like shared secrets or something. It's getting better as it cooks. I think we're gonna eat all of it. I don't think we'll leave any of it. Look at the color of this broth, man. That might be my favorite color. Right there. Ooh, baby. Wow. I don't want it to end. I'm full, but I don't want it to end. No way. I could eat this all day long. I feel like shit, but it's so freaking addictive. Oh man, that was good.